When it comes to retirement, you should start with the end in mind. Let's talk about the legacy phase today on Elevate Wealth. Hey there, I'm Deanne Rosso, and today on Elevate Wealth, we're going to continue our conversation about spend down, or the 4 phases of retirement journey. And today I'm joined once more by Brian Rosso, our Director of Operations and Wealth Advisor. Hello, Brian.
Hey, Deanne.
So, Brian, we talked in our last episode about the 4 phases or stages of retirement planning journey. And today we're going to focus on the legacy phase, which is actually the last phase. So why are we starting by talking about the last phase?
Yeah, that's a good question. But for us, we really want to try to start and paint a picture of the positive impact we want to live beyond our own lifetime. And by planning in reverse, we can really define what the legacy stage means for each individual, and it really becomes our guide. It helps us focus on what's truly important, and it also acts as a barometer. We can check our pulse to make sure that we're always on the right track.
Okay, well, that makes sense, sort of.
Yeah, and sometimes it's important to have a legacy stage that maybe you want to leave your assets to your friends, your family, a charitable cause. And other times, maybe you just want to bounce your last check. And this is where legacy phase really doesn't have a right or wrong answer. But it is important to keep the end in mind first, because that can help us guide our decisions along the way.
Okay, so keeping the end in mind and thinking about the legacy phase, what do you think is the most important thing to consider?
Yeah, I think the most important aspect about legacy phase is actually the estate planning process and account titling. And that really ensures a smooth transition of assets on your passing. So we have a little saying in our office that we want the right person to get the right asset at the right time.
Yeah, and sometimes that means like there are assets that we want to transition during our lifetime, and then some that we want to transition after our lifetime. And so maybe making those decisions and making that plan for that is really important.
Yeah.
Kind of foundational.
It does. It sets that foundation of when and how that's going to take place.
Yeah, and setting that foundation is super important, because otherwise, you can leave those decisions up to whoever you want to once you pass, or you can help make those decisions for yourself while you have the opportunity to do so.
That's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. So start with the end in mind, the legacy phase. Thank you for joining me today, Brian. And if you want to learn more about the legacy phase or any of the other 4 phases of spend down or the retirement transition journey, you can feel free to reach out to us at elevate-wealth.com and click Let's Talk. And next time, we'll talk about the distribution phase. So we'll see you then.